You're right.
That's good. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Sorry, we had a little problem, but we fixed it, and we are here today. Sorry we started a little late, but hey, late's better than never, right? I hope you guys had a good weekend, folks, and everybody had a pretty decent morning. And it's a little gloomy day today, but it is Monday, August 14th, and if it's going to be gloomy, it's always gloomy. It's on Monday, right? Hope you guys had an incredible weekend. We had an incredible weekend, just a busy weekend between work and everything like that, folks. So anything, let's get the party going. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show, folks. Every show is dedicated to the first responders and especially dedicated to people like you who take the time and actually watch the show during your lunch hour, and you can see it on 5 different social media outlets. It's on LinkedIn, it's on X, which used to be Twitter, YouTube, on the Tony Ocean Show page, which you're probably watching it right now, or on the Mo Carrara page, which is my personal page. And of course, we also have Ocean's Pit Facebook page. No matter how you're watching it, welcome. Happy Monday, and I hope it's a good Monday for you guys, folks. Let's get right to our sponsors, folks. Got to thank our good friends from Ace Hardware. That's right, our good buddies from H. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Ace has got the best deals in town, folks, and it always wants to take care of the mom and pa, taking care of the neighborhood, taking care of us little guys. And that's what it's about, keeping that family spirit around with our good friends of Ace. So many great offers they have, folks. It's always the U-Haul rentals that you can get, folks. Don't forget their outdoor furniture now is almost 50% off if you're interested. Don't forget to tell them to grill your Ace off and get $20 off any grill purchase. That's $20 off any grill purchase. Grill your Ace off. That's simple, folks. So that's Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, and you tell them Tony O sent you when you guys get in there. Remember, Ace is the place helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, folks. And speaking of Ace Hardware, I just seen great seeing Kathy Eppolito in from California Friday with Jackie and her brother and her other friend, folks. Thank you for coming to Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Kathy and Jackie's mom had a shoulder operation. It went successful, but they still couldn't save a certain part. So she's home resting, but at least everything went okay. And that's all that matters, when it comes to that, moms, as we know what's going on with Mama D. We'll get to that, folks. But that's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Thank you guys again for coming out. All right, let's get right down to some other sponsors if we can, folks, since it's the way it is. Gorelli Pavement Service. Gorelli Pavement knows the curb appeal of your home and business largely affected by your concrete and asphalt. They also do complete asphalt replacements for residential and commercial lots, folks, servicing Indiana, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Call Laura or Barb for a free estimate. That's right. That's Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. Tell them Tony O sent you. And welcome Chicago Doors. Folks, Carl Doty, if you're listening, there's a number right there, 847-641-8552. Tell Alan Tony O sent you. Chicago Doors LTD, specializing in residential, commercial, exterior, and interior doors, and residential garage and garage door operators. They have 40 years in the business, folks. They try to give you guys the best quality prices that they can give you. Call for a free estimate, folks, at 847-641-8552. That's 847-641-8552. Senior discounts available. Email chicagodoor01@gmail.com. Tell them you heard it on Ocean's Pit. All right, Monday through Friday, folks. We got a great show coming up this week, folks. Of course, tomorrow I'll be doing my thing. Wednesday, we got our good friend Vicky from the owner of Forget About It Vineyard and Winery. It's a beautiful place in Hanover, Illinois, which is right next door to Galena, which we're going to be there Sunday, August 20th. This Sunday, we'll be there with Ocean's Rat Pack. It's a 4:30 show, folks. Jerry Jams, yours truly as Dean. Billy Saratella, who's celebrating a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Bill Saratella. Doing Frank, Elliot Winbush, Ashami Davis. And opening the show will be Vince Amore with a special tribute to Tony Bennett. That's this Sunday, August 20th. Forget About It, Vineyard Winery. But Vicky will be on the show on Wednesday. And I'm going to reach out to Lenny Rago, see if I can get Lenny on Friday. Would be cool. And hopefully, if everything still goes good, I'll have Laura on the show this Thursday. All right, so you're watching Ocean's Pit. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. Let's get right to the nitty-gritty, folks. We love that. So how about some chats? Joanne, hello, my dear friend. Kathy, I haven't seen Joanne at Lulo in a long time. I hope you're doing well. Kathy, Dennis, just out of the shower. There you go, buddy. Danny Mazzy. And what age are we seniors? I don't know. We got a whole bunch of birthdays today. My good buddy Danny Mazzy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Buy local, shop local with our buddies from Armando Supermarkets. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Also the proud sponsor, not only of the Ocean's Pit, but the Columbus Day Float, Tony Ocean's Columbus Day Float, happening October 9th. Along with the next sponsor is going to be Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. Mike and Gigi are going to be there for all your collision auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. And then Sal from Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin. So 3 sponsors from Ocean's Pit and also sponsors on the Columbus Day Float happening Monday, October 9th. So Danny, great to see you, buddy, and I hope you're doing well. Ron Starr, he's here. He's recovering. And he's celebrating a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to 2 great entertainers in the Chicagoland area, Bill Saratella from Ocean's Rat Pack, and let's not forget Ronnie Starr. Ronnie, happy birthday to both you guys, and I hope you had a great one. Also, folks, let's get right to it. Our daughter's birthday is today. Twins, Marissa and Nina, celebrating a birthday. Woo! 25, I think, if I'm correct. My God, I remember when they were 21 having their very first cocktail. What a party that was. They're still recovering. Anyway, happy birthday to Nina and Marissa. I love you two so much. And I know they're going up to Lake Geneva with Gianna. All 3 girls are going up for their birthday just to hang out. Sister bond thing, which I think is very cool. And then let's not forget Jerry Jams Renda celebrating a birthday too. So there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of good stuff. Pina, I hope you're doing well. Hope to see you this Saturday, folks, at Mars, Lake Geneva, Lake Como. The concert summer of the year is going to be at Mars, folks. My favorite and yours, Mars, this Saturday, August 19th, 4 o'clock to 8. Jerry Jams, Double T, Tony Toto. It's going to be a blast. Also celebrating our son Joey's birthday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you. And then Friday, folks, this Friday is Taylor Street Italian Fest on the main stage. 6 o'clock to about 8 o'clock. It's going to be great with the main event band. Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, Jeff Dubray is going to be joining us on this one, folks. Danny Ramonde, of course, and the lovely, talented Regina Karma. This Thursday will be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. And Wednesday, back by popular demand, we're going back to Big Sammy's with Jerry Jams in Plainfield, Illinois. It's a hell of a busy week, folks. Hey, Jim Kirsch in the house. Look forward. Hope to see Jim and Paul Luca this weekend. I heard maybe Stan's coming up. The General is in the house. Roseanne, I hope everybody's doing well. We got a busy week coming up, and I hope you guys are out to go out and support local establishments. Tommy D is in the house. What's up, Nina? Hello, my dear friend. Great seeing you on Friday. It was great seeing everybody on Friday. Professor Daryl Armenstadt was with us on Friday, folks. Now a married man. I want to thank Tony Toto and Julie Toto for coming out Friday night and hanging. It was great seeing them as well. All right, so what a weekend we had. Saturday night, Saturday day afternoon, Taste of Elmwood Park, going back home. It was fantastic this past Saturday, seeing my mom and seeing some great friends. I haven't seen Lou in a while. And Dave Z was there. Thank you, Zamel. And so many other people showed up. It's great seeing John Morey, the milkman. Now he's an ice cream. Andy Hawk, Chief of Police of Elmwood Park. Jimmy Place from Rosebud. It was just great seeing everybody. Cheryl Riccio and Amara and Harley. It was Helen Tenuta. It was great. And the band, of course, what we did different this year, usually we do Ocean's Rat Pack, but Bill was out of town. So we did Tony Ocean and Friends. So we had Tony Toto banging away as well, Jerry Jams in his hometown as well. And then we had a great job by Elliot Winbush. Came out and did some other tunes. He did one Sammy song and he did his other stuff as well, just some pop stuff. So it was great. Thank you, Elliot. And then, of course, Regina Karma killing it as always. It was a great affair. Again, I need to thank EMG Entertainment, Murray and Jake Weiner. Thank you guys so much. We love doing that fest. Mark Bales on sound. He really knows his stuff. And that was a twofer because Tony, we had to finish that gig and get down to Northbrook to do a Northbrook Condo Association party. So Joe Finkel, thank you if you're listening. Me and Double T in the sun. So we were in the sun all day long Saturday. So it was it was tough, but it was fun, and we had a great time, and I thank you. Now, yesterday, folks, since our daughters, Marissa and Nina, couldn't be here today for their birthday, we went to go see Mama D at the house. And between that and traveling, it's just crazy. But Mama D update, folks. Boy, I don't know what to tell you. We don't know what to tell you. I mean, she is in hospice. I think it's a week now that she's been in hospice. And her appetite's good. She's laughing and telling stories. Just really getting along. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. You know, even my wife Laura and Natalie, my sister-in-law, everybody's kind of just like, I don't know. She's in hospice. You know, I don't know what to tell you. And you know, it's. I think we were talking about it too because the kids came too, and Nico and Ange were there. Of course, Nico is Marissa's boyfriend, and Eric, my son-in-law, Nina's husband, and Ange, Tony's girlfriend as well. So just. You kind of just scratching our heads because she's in hospice, but you would never know that she's in hospice when you see her. And you know what? A lot of things I think has to do with the medical. I mean, this poor woman has been getting so much medication thrown into her all the time. Her stuff poking, but she hasn't been poked now. That's why she didn't want that no more. But I don't know. Maybe that stuff is leaving the body. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but whatever it is, it's good. It's good news because she's still alive and she's coherent and she knows the family and she's, telling stories. Two of her girlfriends went to go see her. Johnny G, what's up, my brother? Jimmy, yeah, it was all great. Michelle was there yesterday. Thank you so much for seeing Michelle. Prayers for everybody, Captain. Everybody doing well. And Kathy and Jackie, I'm glad your mom is doing better as well. You're watching Ocean's Pit, Little Show. Patrice, how you doing? Folks, a lot of good stuff coming up. Hardcore Italians in the house, of course. Let's not forget the International Italian Sports Hall of Fame, October 7th. It's the Columbus Day Bocce Ball Tournament. It's a great affair at the Casa Italiana, folks, in Stone Park. There's going to be food. There's going to be music. There's going to be a motorcycle and car show. And the best thing about this one this year, folks, coming up, because we're going to be playing bocce. That's right. Saturday morning, October 7th, I'm finally got my very own team, the Oceanettes, called up by Joey Spins, Danny Mazzi, and Ace in the Hole, Jimmy Marchese from River Cafe. So it's going to be great. Now, you can come to this event, go eventbrite.com, and you want to come and join us on October 7th for the Columbus Day Bocce Ball Tournament. And then that Monday will be the Columbus Day Parade, and we'll talk more about that. Lillian, I hope you're doing well. I hope you feel better, honey. It was great seeing you last Thursday. I think the hospice sounds like that. Yeah, I think they probably over-medicated her in the hospital because when she got to hospice, it's crazy. It's German Fest in October, lots of beer. Oh, yeah, that's October. And, not that far away. Speaking about something that's not that far away, folks, Chicago Music Cruise 2024. I'm sure you heard about it. I heard it sounds like a broken record, But January 7th and January 14th, 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise. The Royal Caribbean's Wonders of the Sea. The seas, the seven seas as we are. It's Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox, my other band, and Seventh Heaven, of course, the leader of the pack. You got to love Richie and the crew. They've been doing these cruises for a long time. So it's going to be great. Florida, Orlando, Bahamas, St. Martin, St. Thomas. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com or go to Mary at ntdvacations.com. Tell them you want to join it because there's not that many rooms left. But I just can't imagine what this cruise is going to be like with the crew of people coming on this ship. Knowing that, we're doing 2 shows, I think we're trying to put up the music schedule, and I had a meeting with Richie. I know Mojo's Jukebox wants to play twice, and I'm hoping Tony Ocean plays twice. And then Seventh Heaven, I think, is playing. I know they're playing 3 nights. But it's going to be great because the shows, I think, they're 45 minutes to an hour long. So they're not long shows. And the way Richie's doing it, he's going to have a little party, I think, in December for everybody that's been invited, who's going to the cruise. And he's going to have a PowerPoint thing behind him. He's going to show us. And the way he's got the schedules all lined up so everybody can still see everything on the ship and still not miss our shows. So it's going to be really, really cool. And I get to hang with everybody. Me and my wife, it's going to be great. Cousin Rhonda, we got Antonelli, Spins, we got Sonny. I mean, come on. I mean, the crew. I mean, it's going to be great of all the people that are coming. And more people are jumping up aboard. So the Royal Cruise, Chicago Music Cruise 2024, folks. I'm looking in my room here, and I know all you've seen in the new office is just this wall, but I think next week, or maybe not a little bit, maybe in the fall, we'll change around because there's 4 different walls, and they're all decorated differently. Like this is my model wall, and this is my project, and this is anyway. I'll just show you, but I have to find a place for this. I don't know where to put this thing at. Can't keep it in the car, but this is just. I don't know. My wife goes, what do you do with all this stuff? I don't know myself. But anyway, interesting stuff, folks. And I hope Jimmy Parker from Nashville, Tennessee is in the house. Yes, Mary's watching us now from NTD Vacations. How you doing, Mary? I hope you're doing well, my dear. Jimmy Parker, are you ready? Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to be going to the Josie Awards. The Ocean's Pit Show is nominated again for Internet Talk Show of the Year. We won last year at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. We're going back this year again. And also our band Ocean's Rat Pack has been nominated for Best Tribute Group. So we got 2 categories this year. And love it going down to Nashville, the Josie and Tina, the Josie Awards show at the Grand Ole Opry. I think it's the 21st, 22nd of October. So very excited. Thank you, Johnny G. I hope you're doing well, brother. All right, let's get to some stories here. Now that we got that stuff taken care of, let me make sure that I got everybody covered here. Yes. Boy, I tell you. Remember last week? I think I mentioned this. They had a contest. If you legally change your name to Subway, you're gonna get legally change your name to Subway. You're gonna get free Subways for the rest of your life. They put it out there. Now they have a list of 10,000 people signed up to legally change their name to Subway so they can get free Subways for life. Can't understand it. I wouldn't do it, but you never know. Janice, how are you doing? Welcome to Ocean's Pit, my friend. Mary Tark, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. How are you doing, my dear? Please give my best to George Jr. Sounded good, Mo, on Saturday. He took a pic, you and I. Oh, thank you, Janice. Well, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I hope you had a good time. There is Zoe's downstairs, Dennis. I didn't make any noise today. So Danny Ramonde watching. How you doing? That's crazy, right, Mayor? Roseanne, why would anybody want to change their name? I don't know. Hey, for all you Chicago Cub fans, congratulations to Sean Dodson and Mark Grace. Going to be put into the Chicago Cubs Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them, folks. Robert RFK Jr., folks, who will be running for president on the Democratic side, is suing Google and YouTube over censorship. I mean, all these. If you go to Twitter, well, now it's X, they're the only that I can see. It's the only social media outlet that you can say whatever you want to say, and you ain't going to get censored, and you ain't going to get blocked, and you ain't going to get whatchamacallit. This is with the new X. But now Google's doing it. YouTube, Facebook's been doing it for a long time. So I don't know. Good luck with that. We'll see what happens with that, folks. For all you Beatle fans out there, I know Beatle Fest, I think, is coming up this weekend or was last weekend. I know Albert went. I think it's this weekend coming up. Same weekend as Taylor Street Fest. But August 7th, 1957, if I've got this right, it's the first actual known date that the Quarrymen had their very first show. And I think it's John in there and Paul, I think, were the original Quarrymen. And then later on, they brought on George. And then, of course, the Silver Beatles. And they brought Pete Best and Stu Stuckliff, whatever it is. But August 7th, 1951, if I got that right. I will give George your best. He's not junior. That's right. I'm sorry. Just give George my best, Mary. You're right. Oh, my God. Burger King. If you're a big Burger King lover, folks, they just came out. Since everybody's jumping on the wrap bandwagon, Burger King's now have selling 3 different flavored wraps. So that should be, that should be interesting. If you like wraps, Burger King's got them now. Sounds interesting. Happy birthday to Mark Knopfler from the band Dire Straits. Celebrates a birthday, folks. Okay, woman was trying to get on a flight, United Airlines, and they told her she can't get on because she was wearing a bikini. The question for today, folks: can you wear a bikini on an airlines? Now, look, I don't know. I don't think it's a smart move. But to ban someone from wearing a bikini and won't let her on her flight. I've been on flights before. Now, we know back in the past, back in the day, people used to dress up when they went on a flight. They put a suit on. Men had suits. Women wore dresses. And now, folks, it's all like a flea market when you go on these planes. I see guys in Dago tees, shorts, sandals. So what's the difference with a woman going out with a bikini? I don't know. Maybe because there's kids. I don't know. But they wouldn't let her on. They would not let her up. Absolutely not. She should have a cover up. All right, you're right. Put a cover up on it. That makes sense, Roseanne. But she just went in just with just her bikini. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that much. Thank you for the congratulations on that. Right? So I don't know. I mean, I would be, if you see a woman in a bikini, probably not right for an airplane. Like I said, wear a cover up. And of course, this is the stuff that makes news, folks, in this crazy world. This is the stuff that makes news. Past weekend, folks, we lost Robbie Robertson, of course, from the band. The Weight. They made so many great songs they had. But we lost Robbie Robinson at the age of 80 years old. Our prayers go out to the Robinson family. Again, our prayers go out to people in Maui, in Hawaii. Horrible, crazy fires up there. 36 dead or 80 dead now, I think. Because 911s weren't working. I just can't imagine what those poor people have to go through. And not only in Maui, but when this happens in other places in California with the fires, I just can't imagine what that's going like, folks. I also want to say our regards to my friend. Not really. We know each other. We're more associates. Not associates, but we're more acquaintances. I know she came to a couple of our shows. Carrie Lynch, her daughter, passed away this past weekend. Our prayers go out to Miranda of addiction. Horrible. I've known a few friends already who've passed through that. Another thing I can't imagine. So our prayers go out to Carrie and her family, and I'm so sorry. So sorry, man. Crazy. Maybe the gal was coming in, going to somewhere hot. Yeah, she could still go somewhere hot, but put a cover up. Ronnie B, I hope you had a great show at the Speakeasy this past weekend. The pictures look like good. Looks like you did a great job. I wouldn't complain, but not proper. There you go. Liz Lynn, welcome. Happy. Tony Bisek says hello. How you doing, Tony? I hope you had a good birthday, too, this past weekend. For all you golfing fans, Phil Mickelson, boy, according to a new book coming out by Billy Walters, I guess Phil Mickelson, a big gambler. This is from what I'm hearing for all you golf fans out there. Through the years, he's waged over $1 billion, according to the book coming out by Billy Walters. $1 billion. Hey, guy's got money, can do whatever he wants with it, right? It's his money. Not my thing, but here's something I really, and I also want to thank my friend Sal that was on the show Friday. We talked about religion and we talked about God. We talked about the priest. We talked about a lot of stuff. And Sal was nice enough because Sal is on his page and he promotes it and he believes in it and this is what he does. And I applaud him for that because someone wants something, you believe in something, and he got a lot of ridicule from pushing the Lord and pushing the Bible and pushing all this all the time, and some people just said, hell with you. He said he lost friends, but Sal came on, was honest and blue as he could be. He didn't have to be, he didn't have to come on and do that. So Sal, if you're listening again, buddy, thank you so much, and keep praying because that's what it's about. But like I said, and we mentioned this a couple of times on Friday's show, you can go back and watch it on any of the formats. But if you stay silent about the problem to try to keep the peace, because that's what a lot of majority of people do, we don't want to any problems. That's why this shit is happening in the first place, right? Penn State, the guy seen the guy in the shower with the guy, just decided to keep his mouth shut. When you got to catch this shit when it happens and you got to put a kibosh to it. Keep the peace. There's a 0% chance that these problems will be fixed if everybody just keeps quiet to keep the peace. Or doesn't want to rattle the boat. Screw those easily offended asses. I agree with you completely. Scott Sayed, happy birthday, Scott. Scott and Dick, Mr. General, I don't know if you know, Robert, but the Dick Sayed and Scott, they are coming on the cruise 2024. They will be joining us. Dick told me on Friday they booked a trip. Dick Sayed and Scott coming on the cruise. Woo, 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 woo. Say it again with Dick Sayed. Very, very cool, folks. Now, here's something that really pisses me off. And it should piss you off, too, because that's what I'm talking about. How the government seems, how they look at police officers, men and women in blue, protecting you. Look at this. Just in case you missed this in the media, folks, 127 law enforcement officers have been killed since January 1st, 2021. Since January 1st, 2021, 127 law enforcement officers have been killed on their duty job. And not one single family from those officers, men and women, have ever been invited to the White House. Not one. It's almost the same thing as veterans. People fought in the war. See how they treat the veterans. These are police officers, men and women. They're out there doing their job. Okay? I know we're going to fight this over and over again because you get it all the time. A couple bad seeds here and there. Don't make all police officers, men and women, bad. When 127 are shot in the line of duty, not one of the family members honor them, go to the White House and honor the family like they do. Not one. It's sickening to me. It kills me right here. Because if they don't even care for the police officers, how do you think they're going to give a shit about us? You think they're going to give a shit about us, folks? And speaking of sound, speaking about the Lord, the Bible, and stuff like that, and I'm not saying, Oceans are starting to be preacher now. I'm the last person to do that. You guys know me, but look, it feels good when you know you believe in some sort of person, some faith. I do. But when you feel like you're drowning in life, don't worry, your lifeguard walks on water. In life, and I'm not sure if it happens to everybody, but I think when you get to a level, if you're like in the eye, the spotlight, like us musicians or athletes or actors or politicians or anybody in a high profile type thing, if you're out there, it makes a lot of sense here. 50% of people are watching. 40% of the people are hating. 10% of the people that follow you really love you and support you. I mean, that's how it breaks down. That's what they're saying. Think about it. Jealousy, or as we say in Italiano, sono gelosi. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I like this. I love the history stuff. You guys know we talk about the history stuff all the time. But January of 1892, Ellis Island. You know, the very first person to walk on or come on Ellis Island. She was a 17-year-old girl from Ireland. An Irish girl. 17-year-old. Annie Moore was the first lady to walk onto Ellis Island, January 1842. Annie Moore, and that's when you go to Ellis Island, you see the statue of the girl and the mom. That's it. Pretty cool percent. Tony Deanna, 10%. Tony D, I hope you're doing well. Sorry I missed you guys when you went to go see Mama D. I hope you and Denise are well. Right? 10%. No, they don't give a damn about anybody. I wonder if we crossed the border in Mexico South, they would have to take care of us. I doubt it, Dennis. Good point. They call us, deplorables. Yeah, there you go, John. You hit it right on the ball there. Get it right on the ball. All right. And see, here's another thing. Virginia Tech soccer player Christian Henning. She's the one who sat on her bench. She would not kneel during the national anthem. Well, she sued the school. And now, get this, folks. She was awarded, are you ready for this? She was awarded $100,000 because she decided to kneel. She didn't want to stand up. $100,000 for doing that. For your country, mind you, for your country, for the United States, the country that pays this woman or takes care of this woman or the school that she goes to. I mean, it's all here in the United States. Sad. A soldier who I never knew or never will died for me to be free, for us to be free, for us to say what we want to say whenever we want to say it, anytime, and to do anything we want. The least we can do is stand for them when the national anthem comes. Do it for them. If you don't want to do it for anything else, do it for them. That's important. And the way the crazy world is, man, it's just crazy. Look, the fact that Disney Plus will release a movie about a girl getting pregnant by the devil in a one-night stand, that's okay. But they did not put on the Sound of Freedom. They did not want that out. They own the rights to that. Disney, Amazon, Netflix, Hulu all refused to show the Sounds of Freedom. Let that sink into your heads, ladies and gentlemen. Helpful distractions today. I don't know. I love this quote. I may be crazy, and I am, but it's better than being stupid. Maybe crazy, but it's better than being stupid. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's not forget our good friends from Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. And Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Get those cigars. Deutsch Power Center, my good buddy Sal. It's over 100 years servicing the Elgin area construction and diesel industry. Thank you, Sal. Until we fight back, stand up for what's happening, things will not change. No, they will not change. And some people will be quiet, not say shit. There you go. She's doing a work version of Snow White. How about that? Ryan Lewis, my friend, I hope you do. Ryan Lewis will be joining us on the cruise as well. It's Monday, August 14th. Let's get to some birthdays. Again, our daughters, Nina and Marissa, celebrating a birthday. I said Bill Saratella, Ronnie Starr. How about Hulk Hogan? Hey, brother. Your prayers and your vitamins. WWF, WWE, Hulk Hogan, or the NWO, 70 years old. Jerry Jam's birthday. Jerry, what's up, my brother? Burton Gilman, better known, remember he was the actor in the movie called Blazing Saddles, celebrates a birthday. Sable, for all you wrestling fans, 56 years old she is. Chris Hemsworth, who played Thor in the movie, turns 40 years old today. Liberty DeVito, the drummer for Billy Joel, turns 73 years old today. Wow. Pete Thomas, one of the great drummers from the original Attractions, that's Elvis Costello and the Attractions, celebrating a birthday. Dino De Laurentiis, movie director, King Kong and many other movies, celebrates a birthday. Bobby Hetfield, he was, of course, one of the original members of the Righteous Brothers, and he's passed, but it would have been his birthday today. Michael Prisco from New York, my buddy Michael. Woo-woo! Wherever you are, buddy, happy birthday. Marianne Gulo from the Gulo International family. Marianne, happy birthday, my dear friend. Brian Graham, Chief, Fire Chief. Chief, happy birthday, my brother. And my little sis from Wisconsin, Gina Fazio, celebrating the birthday, Gina Faz. Angelo Packy in the house celebrating a birthday. Packy's in the house. And Dennis Payton, the original sax player for the Dave Clark Five, celebrating a birthday today, folks. And Fox News today, New York Mayor Adams begging for help to fight to keep all the migrants that are coming into New York in droves. They're reaching for help. They can't economy. They can't take this craziness that's going on. Jill, how you doing, my dear, from Indiana? Hope you're doing well. If those people went to a third world country for a year, I assure you they would stand up for our anthem. Ricky, you're goddamn right about that, brother. You are damn right about that. Put them somewhere else. Because remember, folks, if this country goes, before all these other countries would go crazy and they would leave to come to the United States of America, if this place closes, this place goes ballistic, there is no place for us to go. There's no escape for us. No escape. Fox News, Iran bans the term gender and homosexual to be used in any media. This is in Iran. Wow. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Another kid. See these drugs that are going on all over. This fentanyl stuff is killing kids. Look about this kid, Austin Majors, who played in the TV show NYPD Blue, actor. Young kid dies. His overdose. Mr. Antonelli. Mr. A says, Folgers got it all wrong. The best part of waking up is going back to bed after you pee. A little joke there from Mr. A. Always coming up with some good stuff he posts. Chicago will still be in the same boat. Peter Prado, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. I agree with you, Johnny G. It's happening right now. Love this quote since us musicians here. When you're happy, you love music. When you're sad, you understand the lyrics. The great country artist George Jones came up with that quote. Very good quote and very, very true. If you're sad, you're just jamming away, having a good time. But if you're happy, when you get sad, you start thinking of songs and you start thinking about things that happened in your life and your family. It makes a hell of a lot of sense. It really does. And you know what's really odd in this country? Maybe more in this country. I don't know what's going on in the world, but I know it's happening there too. But it's really odd to be hated. To be hated for wanting to protect children and their innocence. You're hated for it, seems like. It's just crazy with everything happening with these kids. It's like, I don't know it. How people can just stand by and say, like, nothing. It's a horrible thing in this world, folks. Then you got stuff like this that makes the news. I guess you're happy if you're in Oklahoma, folks. $2 billion are spending on a brand new Disney-type theme amusement park in Oklahoma. $2 billion they're spending on this. Sort of like Disney. I hope it's not like Disney, folks. I'm not talking about the rides. I'm not talking about the fair. I'm talking about the shit that goes on at Disney and what they stand for. And their last 7 movies lost millions of dollars. Then any people in Long Grove, who knew? The largest collection of sock pup monkeys you can see in Long Grove. They're in the Guinness Book of Records. Other stuff that makes news, folks. But you won't hear anything about Epstein's Island, will you? No, let's talk about the sock puppies or sock monkeys from Long Grove. No disrespect to that. It's what you collect that's what you want to do. But come on. Some of our court systems screw in a political flavor. I agree with you. Cowards don't stand up for what majorities right. Becky Lee, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. What existed when you were a child that does not exist now? Montgomery, Marshall Fields, Corvettes, Old Maxwell Street, Golden Bear. I like this one. Common sense. The common sense is gone in this world. But I don't know. I don't know how people go through life. So many employees are pedophiles and into sex trafficking. It's scary. Fear. That's perfect, Joanne. One word. Integrity. There you go. Truth and integrity. But then you got to understand something. And I think my buddy Albert from the Ron Onesti organization said, Ronnie works for the Arcada and Displays. He's an usher and loves his job and loves it, promoting entertainers. Anyway, but he said something and maybe makes a little sense. We're thinking of back in the day when we were younger and things were not like this and blah, 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 blah. But maybe they were. Maybe we just didn't know because we had 5 channels that told us and that was it. That was it. I mean, back then, when you heard about stuff that's happening, it was always a hush-hush, or the uncle, or the aunt, or the neighbor, or the babysitter, right? People might have it had to be happening years. I think now with all the social media, and it's so easy, everything to getting out, now it's more in our faces. So it wasn't like it just, probably sounds like it's more and more and more now in the last few years. Many years, but the point I'm trying to say is it's like it had to start a long time ago, folks. Unfortunately, it had to start a long time ago. We got a busy week, folks. This Wednesday, we're going back by popular demand, Big Sammy's in Plainfield. Thursdays, Postatanos with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. Friday, Taylor Street Italian Fest, folks. Get out there. Ron Onesti does it again. It actually starts on Thursday through Sunday. We'll be there Friday, this Friday, the 18th, 6 o'clock, Peroni stage, the main stage. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday, we're going right to Mars, Lake Geneva, folks, Lake Como, this Saturday, the 19th. And then Sunday, Oceans Rat Pack will be Forget About It Vineyard in Galena, Illinois, folks. Now, Next Thursday, we're going live remote from Village Pub in Schaumburg. We were there last year. Remember, we went live and they gave free chicken fingers because they're known for the world-renowned chicken fingers. The mayor, Tom Daly of Schaumburg, was there, and me and Laura were there. Hopefully, Laura will be able to make it with me next Thursday. But I will be there, and if Laura can't be next week, I'm going to be looking for a guest host to join me there at the Village Pub. But they give away all you can eat of the free chicken fingers. So we're going live at the Village Pub in Schaumburg. That's next Thursday, the 24th, if I'm correct. Here's what we got next week. We're going back to my hometown of Chef Falou again on Wednesday, the 23rd of August in Elk Grove. 24th will be at Venuti's at nighttime in Addison with the main event band, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, Danny Ramonde. And next Saturday, going back to Taverna on Division. We weren't there in July because of Dave Antonelli's wedding. So we're going back to Taverna on the 26th to be outside, weather if the weather's good. And of course, that's Taverna Greg. They do a great job, folks. Voted number one patio in the suburbs of Chicago. That's Saturday, the 26th. And next Sunday, back at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy on Sunday again. Don't forget our Dean Martin tribute show coming up on the 27th of October at the Displays Theater, oshows.com. Tony, I'll be doing a special tribute to Dean Martin, just me, and I got Nick Sahajas and the big band. It's going to be fantastic. And then don't forget St. Jude's at the Melrose Park Civic Center. Proud to be part of that again. Carl and Paula Doty do it. It's Sunday, September 17th. A lot of good stuff happening, folks. Hope you go out and keep enjoying. The comments are not coming up on the screen. The comments are not. I'm seeing the comments. I don't know. The kids staying in the house on screen all day now. It must be organized. Yeah, there you go, Joy. I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure, Dennis, but I'm seeing the comments. I think I am. I mean, the last comment I got is Dennis saying the comments are not coming up on the screen. So I don't know. Our show started off a little bit late because of everything that was going on. So who knows here, folks. Here's the thing that gets me. Tony Toto, what's up, my brother? Great seeing you. Julie, on Friday, thank you for coming to Prime, and you knocked it out Saturday. 2 shows with me at Elmwood Park, and then Northbrook in the sun. Oh, boy. Anyway, here's what I'm talking about. Certain things you can talk about, and you get in trouble for. This is crazy, folks. What I'm going to tell you right now should scare the shit out of everybody. What's going on with this regime that we have running our government? It's just scary, and I'm going to tell you what it is. FBI. The FBI raided a Utah man, just a man from Utah, killing him over an anti-President Joe Biden Facebook post. He posted something on Facebook page, and they went after a regular citizen. Now, I don't know. Just go right into someone's house just because you feel like it. It's scary. I was talking to a few other people this past weekend. Before, I used to be able to sit down and talk about something. Remember, we go through this all the time, and it's like, what's going on? Why can't we talk? Mary, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. August 10th, 1846, the Smithsonian Institute opened. What a great place. I don't know if you've ever been there. I had a lot of fun there. Director William Fredericks dies at the age of 87 years old, folks. He directed one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, The Exorcist, back in this with Linda Blair with her head turned around. Anyway, he passed away at the age of 87 years old. Parents out there that might have ordered the Amazon baby monitor or a baby monitor from Amazon, watch out, because there have been a couple of complaints, so according to Fox News, that some of these baby monitors are burning, exploding like Remember, these baby monitors usually are hooked up near the crib or somewhere, right, where they keep it so you can hear your kids if you're in the other room in your home. Malfunctioning problem with these baby monitors. You might want to look into that stuff. Very, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Newsmax, gas increased in the price almost 30 cents per gallon last month, man. It's getting crazy. I know they say groceries going to go up another 9%. Here's a guy I got to give credit for, according to Fox News. To honor the flight attendants and people who died in 9/11, this particular gentleman here, to honor them, he will push a beverage cart. I remember these are the stewardess or flight attendants. Their job, they bring you the beverage cart for peanuts and drinks, whatever, up and down that, up in the center aisle when you're on a plane. Well, these actually flight attendants, these assistants, people who, of course, they died from 9/11 with the plane, but he's going to honor them, folks, by pushing a beverage cart for 300 miles. You can't push a beverage cart 2 minutes, let alone 300 miles. So kudos to this guy. God bless for doing that. Welcome home, Nathan. Tony Toto, Julie Tono coming home from the service. Thank you for your service, Nathan, and welcome back to the United States of America. But yet Madonna saying she wanted to blow up the White House, and Johnny Depp asking when was the last time a president was assassinated. Not a word said. It almost seems like certain people they're after and certain people they're not. But there's Roseanne, that's two good points that you just said. Two good points. Prayers again, my good buddy John Vincent. We got to see him last week. His father fell. His father is an older gentleman, and of course he fell. So his father's okay, but still another person at a father or a parent at a certain age, even a little fall could be very, very damaging. So John, if you're listening, my prayers go out to your dad, buddy. God bless you. Now, you've seen this or not. You know how they talked about ketchup? A regular bottle of Heinz ketchup is half of its sugar, but it's worse for you than like a can of Diet Coke or something. But according to Fox News, they showed an employee shocked the internet. It was a clip of him pouring a whole bag of white powdered sugar into the sweet tea in McDonald's. And that's why it tastes so good, folks. But now people are shocked to know there's a whole full bag inside the container that they have to put in when they make it every morning. A full bag, a whole bag of sugar. Wow. People killing you right there and you have no clue you're dying. Yeah, absolutely, Dennis. Good one on that. And at most of my shows, I always said a couple things. There's one town left in Illinois that's completely dry. And people would guess. Nobody ever guessed South Holland. But South Holland, up until this past weekend, was completely dry. You can't even get rum cake, nothing. But this past weekend, South Holland got their very first liquor license, ladies and gentlemen, because they're probably really, look at all the money they lost all those years. No liquor stores, nothing serving booze in South Holland. And now they got a liquor license. So welcome to reality, folks. Welcome to our friends in South Holland. They got to be celebrating like crazy this weekend. Cops will be writing DUIs like crazy for the first time in South Holland. Think of the money that town just made. 5 pounds. There you go, Mary.
I'm going, honey.
You going, honey? Yeah. I love you, honey. 5 pounds of sugar they're putting in that thing every morning when they make that that thing, right? Well, maybe this is some good news, guys. Of course, Hunter Biden, son of President Joe Biden, had trouble with the law now, asked for a plea deal. Well, Judge Noriakia, if I'm pronouncing it right, just rejected Hunter Biden's plea. He's going to trial. Let's see what happens there, folks. If you're living in Arizona, according to TMZ, a woman went to the bathroom, lifted up their seat, and there was a giant snake in there. Snakes got to go somewhere. They got get into those pipes. Be careful in Arizona when sometimes you got to go with something you don't even look at the toilet. You just sit down on it. Watch out. You get bit in the ass. If you're looking for work, folks, speaking of Amazon, and you're looking for work, they're hiring people to package diapers from home. If you're looking for a job, go to Amazon, and they're looking for people to package diapers from home. Was it a brown snake? There you go, Johnny. Yeah, they're getting drunk in South Holland, absolutely. People crashing into each other. Hey, big parties. People go nuts. What's this, booze? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, but another thing, think about this. If you've never had it and you're there and it's not available, it's probably not as easy. It's probably not as hard as people think. We've lived without it. Why get it, Oh, it's always good during lunch hour. Makes the day go by. Okay. My wife said this to me a couple years ago. I thought she invented the quote. Maybe Marilyn Monroe might have said it. A real lover is a man who can kiss you on the forehead. That shows real love when you kiss your wife on the forehead or your girlfriend or vice versa. Well, Marilyn Monroe said that. I thought it was my wife. But hey, either way, it's a good thing. And this is I love this. I'd rather be stepping on Legos all day with no shoes on than to sit and watch The View. And you all know how much we hate The View. I can't stand it. And I can see some of you guys that watch the show, you don't like the show. And I love this one. Not every hand that I've held has been honest and faithful, but every paw that I've held has been faithful. The dog, the unconditional love that you get from a dog. And here's some advice, folks. If you're going to be moving and you're over the age of 35 years old, hire a mover. Your friends are too old, and it's not worth slipping a disc for a pizza or a Bud Light or some wine coolers. Hire a mover. Dip into your pockets and hire a mover. Don't get Uncle Jim, who's 70. Hire a mover. Oh, God. Congratulations to Tim Monroe from Omaha. He's a truck driver celebrating he drove 5 million miles with no accidents for this company. So congratulations. 5 million miles. That's a long one. And you got to love this one. And it's and tell me when I'm mentioning this, folks, it's exactly true. The more dangerous the neighborhood is, the better the tacos are, or better Mexican food is. You go to certain neighborhoods, it might be a little, they serve the mom and pop restaurants serve the best Mexican food. True. Fact, folks. All right, it is 1:04. It is time for us to go. I want to thank you all for watching the show today, folks. Sorry we went a little late, but I want to thank you all for tuning in on Monday. And we're going to be back tomorrow, same time, same station, folks. And let's not forget Wednesday, my good friend Vicky from Forget About It Vineyard is going to be on. Let's thank our sponsor, of course, the best, Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Folks, take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program the cut car keys at up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit our helpful hub to speak to a certified team member and download the Ace Reports app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. That's Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local with our good friends of Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. I want to thank you all for watching the show today, folks. And again, to my two daughters, Marissa and Nina, hope you're having fun out there with Gianna in Lake Geneva, even though it's a shitty day out there. You can have fun no matter where you are, no matter what the weather's like. It all depends on the people you hang with. Guys, keep supporting local establishments and live entertainment. It's very, very important. Be kind, everybody. We need it. We need to be kind to everybody, folks. Mama D, just looking better, and I just hope you keep lasting better, because we miss you, Mom, and we want you to come home, and we love you very much. Guys, again, thank you for your time, and thank you for spending a little hour with me today, and spread the word. Share the show if you can. I'd really appreciate it, to let everybody know about Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Monday through Friday, lunchtime fun, 12 o'clock noon. See you tomorrow, same time, everybody. God bless you. Rod, Nick Sahajas, the piano man, take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.